Hi, we are Medios Aliados. Our group is formed by Daniela Agudelo, Katherin Fandiño, Alejandro Martínez, José Vasco, and me, Ginna Rodríguez. We are going to start with Facebook. Facebook taps into the core emotional need for connection and relationships. As a result, people spend 50 minutes a day on Facebook properties, including Instagram and WhatsApp. Facebook dominates the advertising industry. What does Facebook? Facebook seeks desire and ideas. It creates user intent better than any other promotion or advertising channel. Facebook suggests the what, while Google supplies the how and Amazon the when. You will have it. Powered by its mobile app, Facebook is now the world's biggest seller of display advertising. Connecting and loving. At its best, Facebook both taps into our need for these relationships and helps nourish them. Watching and listening. Facebook claims that our data is not used to tailor ads, but to better serve up content you may be interested in or want to share. This is based on what you are doing. The Benjamin Button economy. While ordinary products become less valuable over time, Facebook becomes more valuable with time because of network effect and personalization based on data. Facebook's success with Instagram has a lot to do with its speed in adjusting to the market. Its ability to punch out new features is unrivaled.
Facebook is a platform that has quickly adapted to market and has been growing and has ability to get functionality wide. Facebook right now is the power that many companies don't have. Thousands of people work for Facebook for free, and audiovisual content platforms to get spend billions of dollars to create original content. Facebook and Google control 51% of the money invested in advertising of mobile platforms, and that proportion is increasing every day. In the two companies account for 100% of revenue growth and digital media. In 2014, Zuckerberg paid $2 billion for Oculus Rift, the lead company in virtual reality glass. But the big truth is that he made a mistake. Digital media has taken precedence over the other and old school media. We then must adapt or they will become very bad companies to work or invest in them. Indicate again your articles either less of right speaking politically as you make clicks and they will be earning money. The algorithm will be leaning with the sure nourishment. 44% of Americans and much of the world go to Facebook to share their news, and yet Facebook doesn't want to be seen a media outlet, nor does Google. What the market generally believe is that they are recruiting and leave it and such because of their stock market valuation. Facebook had good reason not to consider it of my communication is to do much work and would entail certain impediments to the economic ground. Facebook is one of the market leaders, will not be allowed to give up.
Now let's continue with Google.
Google is compared to religion, and in terms of religion there is something called prayer that makes the human being waiting for an answer from God. Nowadays, and due to the technological evolution, prayers are directed to Google, and of course the answers are immediate. Google makes its knowledge available to everybody regardless of their social, educational and economic level. Any person with a smartphone and internet access can have the answer to any questions that comes to mind. On the other hand, people indirectly confess to Google things that they would not confess to any else out of shyness. These confessions are made in the form of questions looking for every intimate answer to any problem they may have. Apple is considered the most innovative company in the world, Amazon the most reputable, and Facebook the best company to work for. But the trust we place in Google is second to none. Google is like a mother god because it sees everything and remembers all our truths and intentions, even our deepest secrets, and it always listens to us through the speakers of the technological devices, knowing everything that is our preference.
With Google, a font of the truth was created that the silver of for generations and has made Google the most influential of the Florence horsemen. As with Facebook or search and our data in infinity used an old this gift Google and advertising business. Nice in card of the tailored ads that might be of the interest to us. Google is launching one of the most ambitious distracting in business history, organizing all the world's information to Google Maps, Google Skype, Google Earth, Google Ocean, Google Library Project, Google News projects, such and reset in the selves. Diving cards of the drones are in Gawalit's opinions and smoker cream to keep consumer excited and employees teens.
Google, the mother god. Google guides an answer, good or bad, to all our questions. So for this expert, it appeals to our brain and our search for knowledge. Galway call him our mother god. What praise Professor Ravi, academic or mentor, has much credibility that one in his questions asked has never been asked before. He asked, Google has become a public utility and ubiquitous presence once in the fall. He believes that only the European Commission is trying to stop him. A few months ago, Brussels imposed a record fine of 4,020 million euros on the search engine for abuse of dominant power with Google Shopping, considering that it priorities its own results over thousands of competitors. In fact, this professor experienced firsthand the clash of that God. With another large company, he became part of the board of direction of the New York Times in 2008 as manager of one of the two hedge funds that took over almost 20 of the publisher's shares. With his mind set on preventing Google from keep tracking your content for free. It was only for a short period of time, as he recounted in the book. His proposals did not pass the screening. For example, Simon Eric Scheinbit, who was Google's boss and CEO, and when he left, the shares were worth quite a lot less at that time. He did not want to explain. Google, in whose corporate structure Alphabet plays a crucial role, represents the power of religion. With our daily consultation in the famous search engine, we confess to Google thought that we would not share with our priest or rabbi, nor with our partner or partners, our best friend or the doctor.